Good morning. Hello, seekers. Dealing with a Virgo. How's everyone? Okay. If you're here in the chat, say hello. It's subscribers only for the chat. So if you want to say hi, all you have to do is subscribe in case you're not, and then say hello to us. Okay. So this is something relatively new that I started. It's not instead of my normal content. It's an addition. If you like this, please be sure to let me know with using all the buttons and your fingers. And if if I see that you guys really enjoy this, then I'll continue. This is like a test run. All right, so you get to vote. It's up to you guys. Virgos, if you're peaking, and I'm sure you're peaking, and FYI, it's not a reading that is meant for you. It's a reading that is meant for seekers who are dealing with you. So maybe some shade will be thrown. Okay. So if you choose to stay at your own risk, love, yeah, but either way, you have your own reading linked below in the description. You're welcome to enjoy it. And all the other seekers dealing with Virgos and Virgos, you also have linked below an extended for love if you're into that, which is a reading that I did for Virgo and their person of interest. So it applies to all of you. Okay, so if you're cross-watching for Virgo, it applies to you. And if you're a Virgo, it applies to you. From here on, Virgos, I'm going to behave like you're not here. And you can like peek through the peeking hole. But, I'm talking to the other seekers now. Hello, seekers. What's up? Okay. Oh, come on. I see a lot of people in the chat and no one is saying hi to me. That's not fun. Say good morning. 5 of Wands. Okay. So currently you're in a conflict with Virgo. There's a disagreement of some kind. Could be your first fight. They say the first fight is the last fight. So if you care about this, Virgo, make sure that you handle this conflict or disagreement in the most mature, most loving possible way, because that sets the premise to your connection moving forward. And to, if it ends the way it ends, or by doing things proper in the beginning, that's where the roots are. So by watering the roots properly in the beginning and trimming the plant when it needs to and treating it well, maybe it won't end, Creating Nicole. Good morning, sunshine. You're sunshine. Good morning, creating Nicole. Now, another aspect to the 5 of Wands, a more mythical aspect to it. Good morning, Edward. Please continue the series. Okay, cool. Another aspect, archetypal aspect to 5 of Wands, especially when it comes to love. And I teach about it on my Tarot Masterclass Bunkai in 5 of Wands. Okay, there's a video to each tarot, so to each card, so you're welcome to only rent that one if you're interested. Where we talk about Yason and Medea, who fell in love at first sight, and Yason had to go on a journey of self-discovery, and Medea pretty much left her homeland and everything she knew and loved behind to be with him. So this is a story about unconditional love and a journey. Now, the thing about that story, and I feel inclined to mention it, so Medea was a oracle. She was a seer. She had a gift. But there was also a curse on her that said that whatever she sees and says, people won't believe her at first. So if she tries to warn someone of something, they're not going to believe her. They're going to do it anyway. Okay. So every time she tried to warn Yason about something, which is Jason in English, but Yason in Greek mythology, every time she tries to warn him about an imminent danger or something that isn't working well, he just ignored her and kind of thought, oh, silly, cute Medea, you're just overly worried, or just you're just making a big deal out of something little. And every single time she was right, and every single time he lost because of it, and never learned. And eventually, well, it didn't end well. So moral of the story is, if your Virgo is trying to tell you something, right? They're trying to tell you something. Listen to their advice. Okay? Don't dismiss it. Don't take it lightly. Don't take it for granted. Don't assume that they're just either overly paranoid or overly worried. Oh, Virgos and their worries. This is like a really underlined warning in this card. It's coming through for me really, really strongly. And this is the fun part about knowing so much about each card, and on top of their normal interpretation, knowing their archetypes and their mythologies, you get so much more volume to your reading and to your interpretations and to your understanding of someone's not only surface level narrative, but real deep underlined currents, you know? Quick question, does this apply if you're a Virgo and dealing with a Virgo? Yes. Virgo here, Virgo, you sneak in. Okay, I'm going to pretend I didn't see you here. I didn't see you in class. I didn't see you. No commentary. I'm just kidding. We'll just pretend it's not. Do whatever you want. Anyway. Okay. 4 of Cups. So you're Virgo. It could be you, but I'm asking about you guys dealing with Virgo. So it's showing us, what Virgos are going through in their mindset. They are feeling insecure. They're feeling doubtful about what it is that you're offering. They're feeling like there's something missing. There's something that you're not saying. There's something that you're hiding. There's something that they can't trust. And I think whatever conflict comes through or disagreement is coming through here with the 5 of Wands only emphasizes it for them. And they're like, okay, yeah, so I was right. So it's a combination of, okay, here's what I'm picking up. Virgo is picking up on something true. Okay, they're picking up on an issue. They're not imagining. Okay, no gaslighting of the Virgo, please. So they're not imagining. But if you're not communicating with them and explaining them the situation, oh, you don't want them to get hurt. Oh, you don't want them to know. You want to hide something from them. Or maybe you have good intentions. You don't want to hurt their feelings or something. But either way, when you're hiding something and anyone, not just Virgo, picks up on it, but doesn't have the detail of what it is that you're hiding, then immediately their mind can go anywhere. And usually it goes to negative places because, well, why would you hide it if it was fine? Right? It's not paranoia. It actually is, it's kind of sensible. Okay, well, if it's so fine, why would you hide it? Right? So it could be something not that much big of an issue, but if you're not explaining yourself and you're letting Virgo either figure it out on their own or just sit with it, then it becomes bigger than it is. Okay? And I'm also picking up that some of you guys, there's an element of like using mystery in order to create a level of, subliminal, subtle control over the Virgo. Gemini had that, and people who are dealing with the Gemini had that, but from the side of the Gemini. So maybe you're a Gemini dealing with a Virgo. Because it looks like some of you guys are doing that, okay, I'm not going to tell Virgo what's up. I'm going to keep it a little bit mysterious, thinking that, okay, mystery kind of, creates the attraction, the allure, but it's also sabotaging. Not also, it just sabotages. Show me more, please, for seekers dealing with Virgos. And it's timeless, so whenever you're watching this. The Hangman. Yeah, this will create stagnation and emotional distance. Someone is taking emotional distance to. I see a lot. Okay. They don't want to. There's a level of sacrifice coming through. The Hangman, it's a sacrifice for a greater ideal. It's like doing something you don't necessarily want to do because you feel like you have to, or because you feel it's for the greater good, for the situation, or that it's necessary. It could be a sacrifice for higher values. So there's a level of distance and like I'm picking up that your Virgo is kind of forcing themselves to to look at the situation in the clearest way possible. Like they're really working hard to not be subjective or not to operate from what it is that they want and to make the best decision and to do the right call. So they're choosing to take time or space or detach because they feel like this is not good or something like that. So again, it keeps circling back to this, to resolving whatever conflict or scenario is. If you think I'll just let it slide or I'll just let it go or it will be okay, Virgo will forget about it, it will just be fine, it won't. It will just get worse. This is something that your Virgo is taking very seriously, and very they're very contemplative and very heavy and burdened by it. Good morning, Mitsuki. Thank you for joining, everyone. So yeah, this is not something that is just it's not like a mood that will phase out. This is something you have to deal with your Virgo. You gotta talk about it. You gotta address it. You gotta resolve it. Show me more, please. What's going on with the Virgos that my seekers are cross-watching for? Ten of Cups. So Virgo has this very high frequency vision as to what they want. They want to be happy. They want to have the rainbow. They want to have mutual, fulfilling love. And this card is also one of the things that I really like that my first tarot teacher taught me about this card is that the Ten of Cups isn't always about the Ten of Cups. It is about the idea of Ten of Cups and how to get to the Ten of Cups. In order to get to the Ten of Cups, it's very much like the work that we need to do in the Lover's card. You need to know how to say no to what isn't aligned with feeling like a Ten of Cups, with the feeling of, well, true love, right? Okay, if I want the Ten of Cups, then I can't say yes to whatever issues are coming through here and to just be okay with it and just sacrifice myself for it. No, because then I won't have the Ten of Cups. So Virgo could be, your Virgo could have like very deep feelings for you, but they are distancing and taking space because they feel like you might not want to or are able to give them a Ten of Cups, right? Now, again, this doesn't have to be the white picket fence and the marriage and the children and the dogs and the Labradors. I mean, it could be, of course, but it can also be whatever version they have of being happy, right? It's knowing what you want, knowing what you need, knowing what matters to you. And this is balance, okay? This is a Ten of Cups. This is not like an egoic thing. If this was an ego thing that Virgo is holding on to, we would have had Four of Pentacles. We would have had other cards that show stubbornness, right? No, this is like being really, really tapped into your heart and really knowing how you feel and listening to it and forcing the reality around it, meaning saying no to things that You know, I never know like if what a cross-watching reading will bring out. It could bring out shade about the person you're dealing with if they're being this and that. But honestly, for now, it seems like the Virgo is standing up for something that really matters to them. Okay, so if you care about the Virgo, you need to take that into account. I'm sorry. Okay, advice for my seekers dealing with the Virgo. How should my seekers dealing with the Virgo address their Virgo ordeal? Happy Tuesday. Queen of Cups. Okay, devotion. The advice is devotion. The advice is intensity of emotion, not unhealthy, obsessive. Okay, but like this is very romantic, right? This is very all the way. This is very truthful. This is very emotional. Again, not hormones out of control type of emotional. Okay, I'm not referring to in a reverse someone can't handle their feelings, but I'm saying like opening up with how you feel, really talking to your Virgo from a place that is very, very honest, hopefully romantic, that really expresses how you feel for them, right? So putting aside all the show and all the ego and all the games and just speaking from your heart, they will absolutely appreciate that. Like they would really like an emotional sincerity. And there's an aspect of being psychic. I think your Virgo, and it came up right under the Five of Wands. I think there's an aspect of a Medea-like archetype. You know, they're picking up when something is wrong. So if you're not telling them what is wrong, again, we're circling back to the beginning. They can make a bigger thing out of it because they don't know. So then their brain, right? Okay, their psychic abilities or their intuition, basic intuition. They don't have to be psychic. They can just be intuitive, right? Picks up on something, and then they don't have the details. So then the brain kicks in and start filling up the gaps. And that's when insecurity can make the brain decide certain things, or plain logic, you know? So yeah, don't come to them with facts and with cold rules and regulations about what it is that they're supposed to be like or how you're just be open to how they feel, but also be open about how you feel. Okay. What else? Anything else before we move to the oracles? You know, show me the next week between Seeker and their Virgo from whenever you're watching this. Okay. Show me the next week between Seeker and Virgo. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, why did I say in the reverse? Two of Pentacles. Maybe for some of you it's in the reverse. Two of Pentacles. Three of Cups. And Ace of Cups. Okay. Who else had Ace of Cups at the end? And Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. What is happening with me? Okay, so let's take it as both the Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Why not? 2, 3, 1. So if the numbers say something to you, okay, maybe it's 1, 2, 3, but this is very good. So we're starting with the Two of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, you know what you want, and your Virgo knows what they want. Both of you know what you want. You gotta meet and talk about it in a very positive, fun environment, lighthearted environment that allows a deep, serious conversation be fun and fluid, and come with a very positive approach. And don't pretend to be in a dilemma when you're not in a dilemma. That's the most important thing. Like sometimes people know what they want or how they feel, but they're like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's an aspect of a little bit of ego and a little bit of insecurity, like not feeling comfortable with really standing, backing up what you have to say or what you think, you know? So just, if you know what you feel, don't pretend to not know how you feel. If you know what you want, don't pretend to not. Just say what you want and how you feel in a positive, encouraging, fun type of communication and approach. And this is actually looking really good. This is looking really nice. Okay. All right, good luck. Any commentary? Let's see. Already answered that. So I'm a Virgo and dealing with Virgo that I, do I count? Yes, you're dealing with a Virgo, you count. You're always on point on the readings. Thank you. You're welcome, Mitsuki. Okay. All right. So let's pull an oracle for you guys. Do you like this? Good. What do I feel like? Enchanted map or ask an angel? Let's ask an angel. Let's ask an angel. Oh! Healing just kind of dropped. We'll take it. And let's take another one. Seekers and their Virgos. Messages for my seekers and cross-watchers watching. Wow. So we have Archangel Raphael with healing. And Archangel Israfel with music. This is so pretty. Let me look at this for a second. So something about your connection is very healing. There's an element of medicine, mutual medicine. We have here Mercury's wand. It's a symbol of medicine. And yin and yang and balance. I think something about this process is very healing for both of you. So take this opportunity and, and help it have the conversation in music. Okay, I'm picking up like meeting in an environment where there's music or something lively, something fun. Not something as loud that is loud enough that you can't talk or can't hear one another, but just something that is like that is just setting the mood. It's like soft and not overly. It doesn't intrude into your space. It's not a demanding music that requires you to focus. It's like music in the background. Maybe like just instrument. I'm picking up on instrumental music. Like maybe you guys are sitting in a place where there's like an instrumental band and it's super mellow. It could be jazz. It could be classic jazz, something. It could be like just a piano player. I don't know why I'm picking up on that scene where you guys are like sitting, but it's very. I think both of you can be very healing to one another. Here, I'll show you again from close. All right. Okay, I think we're good. So, as I said, Virgos, watch your reading. It's linked below. All of you can watch both your extended, you and your person of interest. It's also linked below. Check out the description box in general. And thank you for being here. I'll see you soon. And remember to vote with your fingers and words. Ciao, bambinos.